Cindy, what the hell? You spent $300 on food this month?
Josh? Why are you messaging me like this from work? Are you reading the budget for this month?
Yeah, and I'm pissed off. You're always wasting money.
Excuse me? Wasting money? $300 a month for food isn't that out of the ordinary.
You're spending way too much money on food. Stop wasting my money. Are you buying purses or other stupid crap and claiming it's food?
What? Of course not. And let me tell you something. I work hard to cut costs. $300 a month for 2 adults is actually below average. I saw a study the other day that the average 2-person household spends $600 on food each month.
We're not talking about averages, we're talking about us. Stop acting like a child, Cindy.
What? Are you telling me I need to cut costs even more?
Of course I am.
Okay, then how much do you want me to spend on food each month?
$50 or less.
$50?
$50 is more than enough.
Are you serious? $50 divided by 30 days is $1.66 a day. Do you actually think that's possible?
When I lived at home, I paid my parents $50 a month for my share of the food. So of course it's possible.
Just $50?
$50 for food is more than enough. You're a housewife. Saving money is your job. You must have been spoiled as a child. Unreal.
Do you actually think that your share of the food was really just $50? I think your parents were paying most of it.
Hey, don't drag my parents into this. They made it work with $50, so you can too. Oh yeah, tomorrow's my payday, so from now on, I'm only giving you $50 for food.
You what?
Utility bills are taken straight out of my bank account, so really that's all you should need. Got it? Starting tomorrow, you only get $50.
I don't believe this.
You got a problem?
So, that $50 is just for your food, right?
No, it's for both of us, and if you want any more than that, you can pay for it with your own money.
I see. You're sure you're fine with me making your food with just $50 a month?
Yeah, make it work. If you go over budget, I'll divorce you. Keep that in mind. Cindy, what the hell? I just opened my lunch. What is this?
What's the matter?
It's just a bowl of rice with a cherry tomato.
You said I could only spend $50 a month, didn't you? The bag of rice cost $13.90. Divide that by 30 days and you get about 46 cents. The tomatoes were a gift from the neighbors, so that was a free bonus.
A lunch for only 46 cents?
I had to keep to your budget, didn't I? I can only spend $1.66 a day. Did you forget about breakfast and dinner?
Wait, is that why I only got 2 slices of bread for breakfast?
Actually, it was just 1 slice.
Huh?
The other slice was mine, but you went and ate it without asking.
Just a slice of bread.
It had butter on it, too.
That doesn't make it any better.
You'll probably like dinner more, but don't expect much.
What are you gonna make?
Lettuce salad?
That all?
There'll be rice too, but just 1 cup.
No meat? Cindy, what the hell?
What now?
My lunch! Lettuce again? It's just a bowl of lettuce, there isn't even any dressing!
Yeah, that's about 45 cents worth of lettuce.
Can't you at least put in a little rice?
No, can do. That'll put me over budget. 45 cents for the lettuce plus 46 cents for the rice would be 91 cents.
All I've eaten this month is rice and lettuce. I want meat, chicken, pork, beef.
How do you expect me to add meat while staying within a $50 budget?
How should I know? Shopping is your job.
Well, chicken breast meat is pretty cheap. I guess I could buy a pound and try to make it last the month.
Come on, are you being serious right now? There's no way food can cost that much.
I show you my receipts, don't I? Do you think they're fakes? If you don't like it, then maybe you should raise the budget a little.
What, it's only been a few weeks? You're not giving up already, are you?
Sounds to me like you're the one ready to give up. If you think I'm doing such a bad job, why don't you do the shopping and cooking for yourself? You try shopping with just $50 a month.
Excuse me? Shopping and cooking is the wife's job, your job! You're just not working hard enough. You'd be able to make a decent meal if you weren't being so lazy.
Okay, then you'll have to do your part.
What do you mean, my part?
You want meat? Go fishing. You want vegetables? Plant a garden.
Why do I have to do that?
You're only giving me $50 a month to work with. If you want to eat any more, you'll have to find a way to get food for free.
What am I supposed to do, become a survivalist?
You have any better ideas?
If you're not going to put any effort into this, I'm going to divorce you.
I'm trying my best. Josh, I just got back from work. Why are there divorce papers on the table?
Oh, that. I decided that if you weren't going to give me a decent meal this morning, I'd divorce you. I got everything ready last night.
Oh, you didn't like your rice and lettuce today?
No, that's why I'm divorcing you. It's actually really easy to print up divorce papers these days. All the information you need is online. You just have to print the forms. It's super convenient.
And where are you right now?
A steakhouse.
What?
Thanks to you, I haven't eaten any good meat for a month. So I invited my friends out to dinner. The steak is the best. I ordered the turf and turf. It's a powerhouse steak with a T-bone.
2 steaks? That sounds pretty expensive.
Yeah, and it's worth every penny.
How nice. Well, if that's how it's gonna be, then so be it.
Oh, did you finally decide to get serious about saving money? Give me some meat in all 3 meals tomorrow.
I'm going to the courthouse now to hand in the divorce papers.
Man, this T-bone is juicy. Cindy, what the hell? Where are you? All your stuff is gone. What do you think you're doing?
Oh, you finally got home. Did you have a nice evening with your friends?
That's none of your concern. You don't get to tell me when I can see my friends.
Yeah, you're right. Seeing as we're divorced now, nothing you do is any of my business anymore.
What do you mean?
I just turned in the divorce papers.
You what?
I just told you a few hours ago. Didn't you read my message?
Wait, really? Oh yeah, you did. The steaks were so good I didn't notice.
My lawyer will be contacting you soon regarding dividing up our assets and all that. So don't do anything funny with our savings account, okay?
Wait a second. Hold on, when did divorce? Why?
Why? What do you mean, why? It was your rule. You set the budget.
Huh?
You said if we broke the food budget, we'd get divorced. We did, so we're getting divorced. Simple.
What are you talking about?
How much did you spend at the steakhouse?
Huh? I don't know, about $100 or so?
You spent twice our monthly budget on a single meal?
Oh, wait, no, I took that money out of my own savings.
That's strange. If that's true, then who took $200 out of my wallet this morning?
No.
Did you think I wouldn't notice? This isn't the first time either.
You were watching me?
I put a mirror in the kitchen so I could see you in the living room. I saw everything, Josh. Since that was before our divorce, unfortunately I can't charge you with theft. But I did record the video on my phone. Like I said, my lawyer will contact you about property division sometime soon. When he does, I'd appreciate it if you return the $200 you took this morning, along with the $500 you took last month.
Oh, great. Cindy, what the hell? What's this about having to return $21,000 to you? I thought this was going to be 50-50. What's the deal?
Did you listen to my lawyer at all? You took my $35,000 in savings from when I was single and spent it all at a bar. I guess you must have seen my PIN code when we went to the bank together. I hadn't checked my balance in a while, which was careless of me, but I never expected you to do that. Our only joint asset is the account we set up together after we got married with $15,000 in it. All that goes to me since you owe me $35,000. And you'll have to come up with the other $20,000 somehow.
Come on.
Add the $1,000 you've taken out of my wallet, and you get $21,000.
You mean I'm not getting anything out of this?
Yep, you get nothing.
Man.
So what were you doing with the money you saved by making me feed you with $50 a month? Buying drinks from your favorite bartender girl?
Wait, you knew about her?
But since she didn't like you enough to have an affair with you, I can't sue you for infidelity, so there's a silver lining for you.
I had a running tab at that bar and the bill just came. $18,000! I figured I could pay it off with my share of the property division.
You drank $18,000 worth of booze to impress a bartender? And you still haven't paid it off? Man, I feel bad for the owner. You better pay them back as soon as possible.
What am I gonna do now?
That's not my concern anymore. We're divorced. Anyway, give me my $21,000 by the month's end.
This month? I can't do that.
In that case, you'll be hearing from my lawyer again.
Cindy, wait!
Goodbye. I got a weird feeling when he randomly told me to keep the monthly food expenses to $50, so I hired a private detective. It only took about a week to figure out what was going on. I learned the most from talking to that bartender. When I told her that Josh was almost out of money, the bar immediately went to a collection agency. He makes a decent salary, so I figured he'd be able to pay it off without too much trouble. But he quit 3 months later. I guess his coworkers found out he ran an $18,000 bill to impress a bartender, so he became the laughingstock of the company and quit out of embarrassment. Last I heard, he was paying off his debt to the bar by working for them as a janitor on the night shift. But hey, he paid off his debt to me, so none of that is any of my concern anymore. Hey, Patricia, can I talk to you for a second?
Hi, Mackenzie. What's up?
Did you take money out of my wallet again?
What are you talking about?
I had $1,000 in cash, but now there's only $800. This is the third time this has happened, you know?
Oh, come on. I don't know anything about that. I bet you just miscounted how much you actually had and thought you had $1,000. Can you stop accusing me without having any proof?
I do have proof.
Huh?
I always have a voice recorder in my bag for work. It seems like I accidentally left the record button on. And when I checked it, guess what I heard? Oh my goodness, she only has $1,000? I guess she won't notice if I take $200. I'll just tell her she miscounted. I heard what you said.
You were eavesdropping?
No, I wasn't eavesdropping. I'm just telling you that I had a voice recorder in my purse.
I can't believe you would invade my privacy like that.
Privacy has nothing to do with stealing from me.
You're so disrespectful.
That $1,000 included the money for your rent, you know.
What?
Your apartment is leased by Nathan, remember?
So?
Nathan's away on a business trip today and told me he forgot to pay your rent this month. So I was going to go see your landlord and give him the rent money in cash. So you took $200 from your own rent money.
I didn't know that.
I'll tell Nathan what happened. So please make sure to pay Nathan back $200 from your Social Security check.
Wait a second.
Also, it seems like you made a spare key to our house without our permission. I'm coming over now to take it back.
What's the problem with me having a spare key to my own son's house?
I don't feel safe in my own home knowing you have a spare key.
What?
I'm heading there now. Patricia? What were you thinking sneaking into our house in the middle of the night?
What do you want so early in the morning? I'm still sleepy.
We had a security camera installed last night.
What?
I have footage of you creeping into our house. I thought I had taken the spare key back yesterday. Do you have more?
Of course. I thought something like this might happen, so I had another one made and hid it just in case. I guess I win this round.
I don't really care if I win or lose, but if that's your plan, we'll just change the locks.
What? There's no way Nathan would allow that.
This house lease is in my name, so I wouldn't worry about that.
Is that so?
Patricia, just because Nathan is away, you've gone too far this time. What were you even doing here last night?
That's besides the point. I know you're hiding something from me, your own mother-in-law. How dare you?
Hiding something from you? What are you talking about?
I looked at your bank records for this past year.
What? My bank records?
You're a disgrace as a daughter-in-law, but I guess you're a good worker. I have no idea who you're working for, but I see that you make $200,000 a year. I can see now why you didn't want to quit your job.
Did you sneak into my house so you could find out how much I make?
Well, yes.
What were you thinking?
Don't act so high and mighty. See here, Mackenzie. As a wife, you have the obligation to quit your job to take care of your husband and your in-laws. If you refuse to do so, you should be giving all of the money you earn to your in-laws. Even more so if you're making this much. So, from now on, I'm in charge of your finances.
What? You're taking charge of my finances?
Now that I know your earning potential, I will admit I see you in a whole new light. Earning $200,000 as a 31-year-old woman is impressive. I see that you've been spending quite a bit, but you still have $150,000 saved. Don't worry, I'll use this money wisely.
Are you serious? Did you take my ATM card?
Yes.
Give it back, right now!
My goodness, what are you talking about? I told you this is mine.
I don't recall giving it to you.
I'm going to tell you one more time. Any money you earn as my son's wife belongs to my son's parents. Which means, as your mother-in-law, it's mine. From now on, I'll spend this money wisely, so all you need to think about is working hard and providing for me.
I've had enough of this. Good morning, Nathan. Can you talk? It's kind of an emergency.
Hey, Mackenzie. I'm on my way to see a client right now, so I can talk. What's up?
So, your mom did something bad.
My mom?
Ever since you left for your trip, she's been out of control. She somehow made a spare key for our place without asking, and she came into the house when I wasn't there and stole $200 from my purse.
What?
And that's not all. I made sure to get the spare key back from her, but she had already made another one. And she came into our house in the middle of the night. She looked at our bank records and saw how much I make. And she took my ATM card.
She did what? Has she withdrawn our money?
No, not yet. While I was texting your mom about getting it back, I called the bank and had them cancel my card.
Oh, okay, that makes things a little better.
I don't think she knows my PIN anyway. And the file with my password and PIN information is at my parents' house, so I don't think she could withdraw any money anyways.
Yeah, you're probably right. My mom never thinks ahead. So she probably thought that she would just take your ATM card and make you tell her your PIN and password later or something. I'm so sorry. When my dad was alive, he also had a hard time with my mom's reckless spending. The real problem is that there's no one who can stop her.
Yeah. Well, she may have my ATM card, but I've already talked with the bank. And the $200 she stole is part of her rent money. So I told her to make sure to pay you back later.
Thanks. I'll make sure she pays me back.
Okay, sounds good. Also, can I go ahead with what we talked about before?
Yeah, this time she's gone too far. I think we can go ahead with our plan.
Okay, I'll get started on that right away then.
Okay, thanks.
Mackenzie, answer me!
Yes, Patricia? What's wrong?
Why are you so nonchalant?
You're the one who told me to answer you.
Whatever. Why is your ATM card getting declined?
What?
I can't pay back my payday loan.
Your payday loan? Patricia, are you in debt?
The due date is today. I couldn't get the money together, so I thought I would use your money to pay it back. So I gave your ATM card to the man from the payday loan company who came by the house today. But he said I couldn't pay him back in that way.
Of course he did. How is he going to use an ATM card without the PIN number?
I thought they could look the PIN up or figure it out or something.
Have you been watching too many soap operas or something? It's not like they're hackers. By the way, I've already called the bank and shut down any future activity on my account.
What? How could you do that without my permission?
I'm allowed to do whatever I want with my own account.
I told you that your earnings are mine.
Do you really think that's how the real world works?
It's your obligation to care for your mother-in-law. A bride is never allowed to talk back to her mother-in-law. That's an old ironclad rule that has existed for all time.
Has your brain slipped back to Victorian times?
What?
I guess it can't be helped. No matter how many times I try to talk to you, you won't listen. I give up.
Oh, so you're finally ready to do as I say. Okay, then give me your PIN number right now.
No. By the way, let me tell you what I was planning on using that savings account for. We were actually planning on buying you an apartment with that money.
Huh? Buy an apartment?
After Roger died, Nathan and I talked about the future. After all, your age is getting up there. Eventually, you would need Nathan and I's help. But to be honest, with how you treat me, there's no way I could live with you in the same house. Especially if you're stealing money from my purse. So we were planning on buying an apartment for you within walking distance from us. And that way, we could keep each other's lives private. Or so I thought. The ATM card you stole was for a savings account with money for that apartment.
Oh, really? My goodness, you should have told me sooner. If that's what the money is for, I'll give you your card back.
No, that's okay. It's too late, Patricia.
Too late?
We'll only be buying an apartment for ourselves.
What?
After what you've done, both Nathan and I are done with you. Actually, I think we've been too patient with you.
What are you talking about? As I've told you countless times, your job is to take care of me. You better buy me that apartment.
I better buy you, huh? It seems like no matter what I say, we'll never understand each other.
It's your job to understand me and what I want.
We've already moved.
What?
We don't plan on telling you our new address. And we haven't told you yet, but Nathan has started a new job.
A new job?
Yes, so even if you go to his old company, he won't be there.
Fine, I'll go to your workplace.
I quit 2 months ago and am working freelance.
What?
I didn't tell you that either. I started earning more with my side job than I was at my company. And it was hard to do both, so I quit my job.
Just hold on a second. You guys are being so selfish.
That's the last thing I want to hear from you. Oh, and about your current apartment? Nathan will pay your rent until the next contract renewal in March. But we'll be terminating the lease after that. So he says you should figure something out.
What? He's abandoning his own mother. It's his job to take care of his parents in old age.
You've made Nathan and I too mad to care about that anymore.
I can't believe this. I'm going to call Nathan.
He's already blocked you.
What?
I was also planning on blocking you after telling you about your apartment, but there was just so much more I wanted to say to you.
Mackenzie?
Thanks to you, I feel so much better. I'm going to change my number now.
Wait a second.
Just be grateful that I didn't call the police.
Please, wait!
Goodbye. My friend told me that I should have reported my mother-in-law to the police, but apparently the payday loan she took out was from quite a shady company. So I thought it was better for her if she would figure things out for herself as she paid back her loan. At least, I think it'll be better this way. And that shady payday loan place called me to ask about my ATM card. But when I told them that my mother-in-law had taken it without asking, and that we would no longer be speaking with her, they said, "So she'll be in that apartment until March, huh?" The man on the phone sounded disturbingly happy about that. By the way, she's about $30,000 in debt. I hope she figures something out.